Thanks, everyone, for joining 2K Sports for this Wednesday evening presentation of the NBA. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. So a moment now to see the story for Franz Wagner.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Then it's Suggs, then there's Wagner, and it's Black in at the shooting guard position. And for the Bucks, inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. Here we are, Stan, at the midway point. We've got some big things coming up on the schedule.
Yeah, some things that fans really love. All-Star Weekend, the trade deadline. We'll see which teams are going to shake up their roster. A lot of stuff going on.
Suggs against Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The jump hook. No good. A bit long that time. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Their last encounter in Orlando.
Yeah, they found some decent looks, but the shots just weren't falling. Sometimes it goes like that.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
Now the Bucks with it. All right, let's go to Allie LaForce now, who spoke with Doc Rivers.
He said watching tape in preparation for this game, Wendell Carter just kept showing up. Whether it was on the boards, being in the right position defensively, or even stretching the floor at the offensive end. Carter makes a lot of plays that help his team. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Orlando with the ball. Following the score by Milwaukee. Black passes to Banchero. He buries it from 3.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Antetokounmpo outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Pass to Banchero. Carter, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Wagner, left side. And another 3 for Orlando.
The corner is the shortest 3 on the floor, and for Franz Wagner, it's an easy one.
Antetokounmpo outside. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Banchero. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
This Magic squad, Stan, has a great young core. What do you think they have to do now to take that next step?
Well, Brian, they do. They have great depth and a lot of good young players, but they need more shooting around their core guys, and they've got to improve their backcourt position. Their front court is loaded. They've got to get a little bit more balance.
And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Now here's Wagner. What a tremendous game he played against Philadelphia. Rejected by Lopez.
Just an effective shot blocker. Lopez using all of that 7 feet, and he does a great job of picking his spots.
And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
And here's Milwaukee now. Lopez, the screen. Here's Kuzma. And the jumper is good.
Yeah, I like seeing Kuzma as the playmaker in these sets. He can be so creative.
Wagner finds Carter. Carter, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Back to Carter. Pass to Banchero. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. In transition. Here come the Bucks. The shot's good.
I love how aggressive Kuzma is in transition. Terrific at finding ways to execute.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And as we start up the new year, here's a glimpse at the new power rankings. Taking a look at Cleveland, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Well, I think for the Magic, they really came out swinging this year, putting to rest all of the doubts about their abilities. Now we'll see if they can maintain that energy.
Magic trail by 4. Here's Black. His last outing, he had 20. Wagner outside. Pass to Carter. Back to Wagner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. Rejected by Lopez. Trent outside. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Banchero.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, look, everyone likes a flush. Carter Jr. showing his force.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Trent outside. And stolen by Suggs. All alone on the break.
And a steal like that, with the conversion, can really start moving things in your direction.
And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
They really relied on the perimeter game in that one. Just consistent from distance all night.
Yeah, and what the heck are you supposed to do to stop him? Bucket after bucket from deep. Quite a showing.
Now here's Wagner. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Outside Carter, just 5 on the clock. Here's Banchero. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Bucks have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lopez. Oh, Carter with the block.
Well, that's just great defensive execution. Carter Jr. connecting on the block.
Suggs, pass to Wagner. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
The Bucks trail. Now Lillard, coming off a solid outing against Sacramento. Lopez, the screen on Suggs. And here's Lopez. And it's off from three-point range. Suggs against Lillard. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
What a competitor. Suggs leaps into action to snatch the rebound and send it back.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Coach, you look at someone like Jalen Suggs. Man, has he improved his shot.
Yeah, Brian, I think you've always loved the effort that he brings at the defensive end of the floor. But now he's a much more efficient shooter, much more decisive, and really understands his role.
The Bucks making a switch here. Green is checked in. Kuzma finds Lillard. Pass to Lopez. Kuzma with the ball. Over Wagner. And it comes off the front of the rim. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, with his size and athleticism, it's not hard for Wagner to get up there.
Lillard passes to Lopez. Outside, Green. For three, here's Lillard. Great D that time from Suggs.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Then Carroll passes to Wagner. Carter, a screen on Kuzma. And he's going for the oop here. And so the ball out of bounds. Antetokounmpo touched it last.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
6 on the shot clock. Black passes to Wagner. Off target with the three.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Kuzma for three. Rebound by the Magic. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
And think about this. That game was really a coin toss. They were fortunate to have survived and picked up the win.
Yeah, they needed some extra time to get it done. But at the end of the day, a win's a win.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And the only question for the Magic, figuring out who will initiate the offense stand.
Yeah, Brian, they have great players who can finish plays. But the issue they ran into last playoffs was finding someone to set them up. That's something you know they need to address.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And with the All-Star game coming up, let's check in on the standings in the East. You look at the Magic, here around the midway point, they've proven to be a top 3 team in their conference. And of course, there's the Bucks. They're just 4 spots down from them.
I think for the Bucks, they had some lofty goals to start the year, but they may not have the roster to hang with the league's elite teams.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's coming off a 13-point game against Sacramento.
And how about the rebounding, too? He was just all over the glass, and the other team had no answers for how to contain him.
And this is exactly why you got to be up on Lillard, or he'll burn you off the catch.
Pass to Carter. Carter, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Back to Carter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. What a fantastic second year for Paolo Banchero, Grant. A bona fide all-star in Orlando.
Yeah, only their second all-star over the last decade. Paolo was incredible during the playoffs, averaging 27, 9, and 4. That playoff experience is big for him going forward.
Falls for Carter.
Well, more of a classic big guy. Wendell Carter Jr. is at his best inside the paint, mixing it up with guys on either end of the floor.
Bobby Portis has checked in for Milwaukee. Jackson comes in for Kuzma. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Bucks trail by 7. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Carter.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Now here's Wagner. 7 points in the game. And there's the screen. Here's Black. 6 to shoot. Over Lillard. And they recover it. Here's Suggs. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Milwaukee has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Antetokounmpo inside. Wagner's on him. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Yeah, a gifted passer. Antetokounmpo has won multiple MVPs for his all-around game.
Orlando leading by 5. Suggs with it. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Philadelphia. Pass to Wagner. Giannis with the rebound.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Lillard deciding where to go with it. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he can't get the first one. So for the Magic, Isaac, he's checked in for Carter. Caldwell Pope comes in for Black. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. Good on the second one. Now here's Anthony, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. Pass to Wagner. To the middle. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, the playmaking ability of Wagner is special. He can cut apart defenses with his passing skills.
The Bucks trail by 6. Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
And it's Anthony with the ball for Orlando. Wagner up top. And stolen by Jackson. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. And the dunk by Jackson.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's Wagner following the score by Milwaukee. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Green covering. Isaac for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And this is why so many love Isaac. Almost 7 feet tall, able to space the floor, too, with his three-point shot.
Here's Lillard. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. They'll pin that one on Jonathan Isaac. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Orlando?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
First one falls.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Kuzma's checked in for Milwaukee. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
Anthony outside. Back to Wagner. 5 on the clock. Over Kuzma. And it's Wagner missing.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
Kuzma finds Antetokounmpo. And a look now at the point guards, leading the way in assists in the last 10 games. Damian Lillard, 4th.
You know, these are the best playmakers in the NBA, guys. I mean, they're the ones who keep the offense running at full speed.
Yeah, it's a talented group. Great leadership qualities, and you trust these guys to make great decisions.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for Damian Lillard. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Orlando. And so he hits both. 1:37 left in the opening quarter. Green against Caldwell Pope. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. Seems like every team in the league could use a player like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Yeah, Brian, look, the term 3 and D at times seems like a backhanded compliment, but not with KCP. He does both the 3 and the D at elite levels.
Always takes the toughest backcourt assignment and more than holds down his own.
And that was a big man play by Isaac, going in with intention and dunking it.
1:11 left in the first quarter. The Bucks trail by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. And in 7 attempts, he's drained 3.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Anthony, the pass to Banchero. Inside, Wagner. Good on the shot.
And at 6'11", Wagner is a threat inside. Good to see him going up with confidence down there.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 11, and Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game.
You couldn't avoid the charge, even with the little hop step.
Magic leading by 4. And here's Anthony. Still no points. The kick out to Banchero. Off the mark there with a 3.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Kuzma finds Portis. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Portis has got 7.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Banchero. He also had a big impact in that win against the 76ers. Oh, what a finish in traffic! My goodness!
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And that does it for the first quarter. Orlando ahead, leading by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Magic here in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard and they are physical.
Now Anthony on the court for the Magic. We've got Paolo Banchero. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Wagner. Then there's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Anthony in at the point. Now here's Banchero. Isaac for three. Knocks it down from distance. Isaac's got his third basket on the night right there.
And I'm really liking the confidence from Isaac. He feels like no one can guard him off the catch.
Bucks trail by 7. Porter looks it over. From deep. That one is off. Orlando has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers experienced with star-laden rosters. He said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Yeah, the burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. And the Bucks with the possession here after the basket by Orlando. Porter's shot is off.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Caldwell-Pope's shot is off. The Bucks shooting pretty well at 45%. And the Bucks miss again. Anthony against Green. Launches a three. The rebound by the Bucks. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. It's rebounded by Wagner. Magic leading by 9. The three from Banchero. From distance, Paolo.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Portis with a screen on Isaac. Isaac against Jackson. Outside Porter. Clock at 6. The teardrop. Can't hit that one.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
Green, the pass to Jackson. They need this. And he sinks the layup. Stand back in your early coaching days. What was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Nice. Milwaukee making a switch here. Trent's checked in. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Anthony, the pass to Isaac. Back to Anthony. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. All right, a chance to check out the Orlando Magic's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be facing Al Horford and the Boston Celtics. Then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And he makes a first.
Well, we all know Cole Anthony can score the ball, but he deserves more credit for his defense. He's a high-energy player who likes to make things difficult for opposing guards. We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Jackson, the pass to Portis. Now Kuzma. Jackson on the wing. Pass to Portis. Over Wagner. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Caldwell-Pope, the pass to Wagner. Now here's Banchero. On the wing, Caldwell-Pope. And another miss by Orlando.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Portis, the pass to Jackson. He drops it from range. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Orlando with the ball. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. It's off to Boston after this one, where they will face the Celtics. That'll wrap up this short two-game road trip. Pass to Wagner. Isaac for three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the three of his own.
Kuzma. And here's Portis. Jacks up a three. Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Isaac with it. Back to Caldwell Pope. Oh, they get a hand on it. Portis with the steal. Trent, the pass to Kuzma. Pass to Portis. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And so Anthony will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Now Wagner. Banchero outside. Isaac outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Anthony. The three is up. Sinks the tray. Anthony's got 5 points.
A decent threat from outside. It's big for Anthony's confidence when he's knocking down those shots.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
You could really see his squad was losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Lillard comes in for Green. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. Franz Wagner comes in for Isaac. Black's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Suggs is subbed in for Anthony. Now here's Lillard. Kuzma outside. Back to Lillard. Beyond the arc. Ooh, Lillard doing damage outside.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the three ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Orlando with the ball. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Trent right side. Pass to Kuzma. Antetokounmpo against Wagner. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, and this speaks to how strong Giannis is. Able to still convert despite the physical defense.
He's had 6 attempts at the line. He's made 5 of them.
And you can see his focus at the stripe this half has been tremendous.
Here's Black. Banchero outside. To the paint. Here's Carter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
And that one falls for Carter.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
And so Carter nails them both. And here's Milwaukee now. 6-point game. Suggs against Lillard. Pass to Trent. The kick out to Kuzma. To shoot. Back to Trent from outside the arc.
Well, that's impressive defense by Wagner. He gets himself into great position.
Here's Banchero. Whoa! Emphatic finish from Banchero.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Lillard against Suggs. Antetokounmpo outside. Portis with a screen on Banchero. Here's Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Here's Black. Suggs, right side. Wing shot on the way. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now. Trent, the pass to Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of that.
Here's Banchero after the basket by Milwaukee on the other end.
Well, that's his 3rd three-pointer in this game, and 2 of those came in the 2nd, so he might be heating up.
Back to Lillard. Antetokounmpo outside. Over Banchero. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Well, credit the defense there. Bothered him enough that he couldn't get it to go down.
It's good. And now an 11-point Orlando lead.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And the Bucks with the possession here, following the bucket by the Magic. Lillard against Suggs. Pass to Black. Back to Suggs. Carter, a screen on Lillard. The 3 from Suggs. It doesn't go for him.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Lillard with the ball. He has 6. The shot misses. Great D that time from Banchero. Wagner with it, and it's Kuzma picking him up. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Can't hit there. Now 3 for 9. Bucks trail by 11. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Suggs has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Pass to Wagner. Suggs with it. The 3. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Well, it's great to see Suggs become more and more confident as a jump shooter.
And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Bucks. They trail by 14. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one, and they'll be reaching the back half of a 4-game home stretch. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Kuzma's got 6 points.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the 3-ball.
And for the Magic, they're shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. Banchero outside. Outside Carter. Pass to Black. Clock at 6. Over Trent. That's short off the rim. Well, Milwaukee's shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Wagner with a steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Banchero. Good D by Antetokounmpo. The Bucks trail by 12. In transition, here come the Bucks. Kuzma for 3. The rebound by Carter.
And their free throws have dropped off in this quarter. They're settling for too many jump shots right now.
Suggs against Lillard. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Suggs with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Banchero. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
You know, I think Kuzma has underrated quickness. It's part of what helps him finish at the rim so well.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. The Bucks making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. And the Magic making a change here as well. Wagner's checked in for Banchero. There's a minute 12 left to play in the first half. Lillard against Suggs. Wagner outside for three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw, no good for Lillard.
Yeah, I think something that doesn't get appreciated enough is Lillard's patience. But he's not one to rush things or look for easy outs. He knows it takes hard work to succeed.
Lopez against Carter. Kuzma outside. Lillard outside. Over Suggs. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Orlando leading by 10. Here's Wagner. Here's Black. Carter, high post. Pass to Black. 5 on the clock. Picked by Carter. Over Trent. And another miss by Orlando. And they'd love to cut this deficit down to single digits. Lillard against Suggs. Now here's Lillard. Unloads from 13. And so it's Orlando ending the quarter up 10. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. I know you cannot be happy with this team's play in the first half. What will you tell them they need to improve on?
The score and our effort, our offense. They're just playing harder. They're more physical. They're tougher. Honestly, we're very lucky right now.
Lots to improve on in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend? And something out of left field for you guys.
Ernie, left field, this is not baseball. This is a basketball show.
So it's like from the backcourt, maybe like from the corner?
Okay, let me do this over, okay?
Yeah, because I'm kind of lost.
From the opposite end. Oh, wait, we ran out of time for the segment. Can't even ask the question now.
See,
Too
Kenny?
bad. And let's turn to the game we've been watching. It was a fantastic first half for Paolo Banchero.
He's been absolutely unconscious from downtown. The defense hasn't done enough to adjust, and he keeps dropping them in.
Yeah, they let him get into rhythm. Big mistake. He can go all night. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
Orlando leading by 10. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at small forward. That's Doc Rivers 5 as we get into the second half. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. Trent outside. 6 on the shot clock. Lopez passes to Trent from about 16. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Lillard passes to Kuzma. Back to Lillard. Lopez, the screen on Suggs. Lillard outside. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Suggs against Trent. And there's a defensive 3-second call. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable. Yeah, and for Suggs, his three-point shooting has come a long way since entering the league.
The Bucks trail by 15. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. This break gives us a chance to look back on the last month and see which teams racked up the most points in transition. The 4th spot held by the Bucks.
This team has been playing at a fast pace offensively, and it's worked out for them during this last month.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 14. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. This is his 5th trip to the free throw line. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Lillard against Suggs. Banchero outside. Six to shoot. Down low. Here's Wagner. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Wagner's got 11.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Pass to Kuzma. Antetokounmpo for 3. Orlando with the rebound.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Banchero no good.
Their first missed after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. On target from range. He's got 9.
You cannot let Dame get good looks, especially from the corner.
Banchero with a screen on Trent. Black passes to Banchero. Hits the target from 18 feet. And the Magic lead by 13.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to Lopez. And it's Wendell Carter with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Magic leading by 13. And here's Suggs. He's got 10. Suggs with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Pass to Black. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Knocks down the triple. Black's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Now Lillard. 9 points in the game. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
Suggs against Lillard. Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Here's Black. He's got 7. Carter, a screen on Trent. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Black. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Kuzma, the open look. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Kuzma's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, Kuzma does have this flexibility in his shooting.
Magic leading by 13. Suggs with it. He's got 10. Pass to Banchero. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. It's 2-on-1. Moving it up. Oh, Giannis, a rim rocker.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
Orlando has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the 3rd. Here's Black. Inside. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And they're on the run. And then jammed down as he goes right over Paolo Banchero.
Oh, my. I mean, how terrifying is Giannis in the open floor? He runs with such purpose and determination.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Suggs. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Wagner outside. And miss after miss right now.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
And it's in there.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Orlando leading by 7. Suggs outside. Up top, Banchero. Antetokounmpo covering. Suggs against Lillard. Just 4 to shoot. Wagner for 3. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Lillard outside. The drive by Lillard. Pass to Kuzma. Jacks up a 3. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
Oh, good seeing Kuzma knock it down from deep. Wanting to keep getting better from there.
And Carroll with it. Antetokounmpo covering. Antetokounmpo against Banchero. Wagner outside. There's the 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Kuzma's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Out to Lillard from downtown. It's rebounded by Wagner.
and the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
How about Paolo Banchero, Coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
First one falls for him.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Green's checked in for Trent. And a change for the Magic. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Black. And Banchero drops them both. The Bucks trail by 8. Outside, Green. Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And Lopez is just so big and long, which puts defenses in a bind and makes them overcommit at times.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
But in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
He's perfect from the line this time.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
Pass to Banchero. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Brook Lopez.
For a young player, Banchero has tremendous footwork in the post. He stays in balance and puts defenders in awkward spots.
Wagner's checked in for Orlando. He's off on the second. Milwaukee with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Kuzma. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. At one point, they led by 16. Wagner outside. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma, and he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Isaac, he's checked in for Banchero.
Yeah, and he's solid at the stripe. It's the physicality of Wagner that makes him so good.
The Bucks trail by 8. Now here's Green. Still without a bucket. Kuzma for 3. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Wagner's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Wagner. Looking to get back on track. Rebound, Milwaukee. And here's Green from the arc. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Suggs with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
Tries again. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, nice fake by Giannis. And as a defender, you just shake your head.
He's been punishing them at the line in this one, going 7 for 8. He misses the free throw. Milwaukee making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Porter Jr. in for Lillard. And the Magic making a change here as well. Anthony's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
And a check on the league leaders now with the top shooting teams over the previous 10. Fourth, the Magic.
Well, their offensive efficiency was really impressive during the last month. They're looking to carry that momentum into this one.
Magic leading by 7. Wagner with a screen on Porter. Anthony, the pass to Wagner.
Yeah, very physical play by Wagner, who still manages to get the attempt off while being fouled.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And he drops the first. And both free throws good for Wagner. So it's Milwaukee now. Outside Porter. Kuzma outside. And the call is going to be, yes, on an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
The Magic have gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in the second half. Wagner, left side. Wagner, outside. Pass to Isaac. Here's Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Anthony. Rebounded by Green. Bucks trail by 9. Now here's Kuzma. A minute and a half left in the third. Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
Great time right there by Kuzma. An impressive distributor at his position.
1:21 left in the third quarter. Porter against Anthony. Pass to Isaac. Here's Wagner. Knocked loose.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Orlando with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Anthony. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Anthony's got 7.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Antetokounmpo against Isaac. Pass to Porter. Over Anthony. And there's Porter on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Anthony against Porter. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Trent, he's checked in for the Bucks. Now here's Trent. He's scoreless. Here's Antetokounmpo. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. They'll pin that one on Jonathan Isaac.
One of the only ways to slow down Antetokounmpo is to get physical with him. But you know what? That may not work. He is so good at absorbing contact in the paint.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Magic leading by 3. Here's Wagner. It counts, and the foul. It's going to go on Gary Trent.
Yeah, Wagner showing some toughness there to get through the contact and hit the shot.
He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line. And the free throw, no good. And here is Kuzma. He's got 15. Oh, okay.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Orlando ahead. They're up by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, that's great decision making and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Magic. We've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then it's Cole Anthony, and it's Wagner in at center, filling out the middle. And so Anthony will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Banchero with a screen on Lillard. Anthony, the pass to Banchero. Using his size, Banchero gets by inside.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
On the wing, Green. He's covered by Caldwell-Pope. Jackson, the pass to Portis. Lillard outside. 4 on the clock. Here's Trent. Portis controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Banchero outside. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Yeah, that play shows Banchero's strength and his determination.
Free throw drops for Banchero.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
Pass to Portis. Nice D from Wagner. Magic leading by 3. And here's Caldwell-Pope. Anthony outside. The three-pointer off the mark. For Milwaukee, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Now Green. Trent outside. Lillard outside. Lillard converting inside.
It doesn't matter where he is on the floor. Lillard is a walking bucket.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Anthony against Lillard. Banchero outside. Wagner with a screen on Trent. And there's the lob. Portis with the steal. Green with the ball. Pass to Lillard. Portis outside. Clock at 6. Jackson on the wing. Lillard outside to tie it up. And the three-pointer goes. Lillard's got 11 points here in the second half.
And that's a veteran move by Lillard to see the D closing and get the shot away.
The Magic have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Banchero outside. Pass to Isaac. Jackson against Caldwell Pope. Here's Anthony. It's cleared by Damian Lillard. Outside, Green. Trent outside. Portis with a screen on Banchero to take the lead. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. They'll pin that one on Jonathan Isaac.
Shoot 2.
And that one misses. And the Bucks will go for a different look here. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Jackson. Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Green. And it's Porter Jr. in for Damian Lillard. And the Magic making a change here as well. Suggs is checked in. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Left a little on the table there, but at least he put them in front.
Isaac outside. Back to Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Wagner with a screen on Kuzma. Here's Banchero. Taking the contact. Banchero.
He's delivering for his team when it matters most.
And it's Porter with the ball for Milwaukee. Kuzma outside. And here's Lopez. Antetokounmpo outside. No good from outside.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Pass to Porter. Kuzma against Wagner. Now here's Trent. Back to Kuzma. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Doesn't go for him. The Magic have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. And Carroll passes to Isaac. It's stolen by Kuzma. Antetokounmpo with it. Now guarded by Isaac. Antetokounmpo against Suggs. Here's Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Orlando trailing here. Here's Caldwell Pope. Suggs outside. Wagner outside. Fires from deep. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo is... Here's Trent. And it's blocked by Isaac.
We talk about Isaac's reach often, and they're using it to send the shot back.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Takes the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Caldwell Pope's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Trent, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Porter. Trent on the wing. Now Antetokounmpo. Isaac covering. Just 5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo inside. He's against Isaac. Antetokounmpo can't connect. Orlando has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And Carroll passes to Isaac. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 15 here tonight. The free throw drops for Lopez.
You know, Brook Lopez has consistently evolved as a player, adding layer after layer to his game and making himself a threat on both ends.
And the Bucks making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Trent outside. Antetokounmpo surveys. Lopez, the screen on Banchero. Pass to Lopez from the arc. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Now here's Wagner. Banchero with a screen on Lillard. Here's Wagner. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Kuzma's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. Orlando with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Black. Pass to Wagner. Here's Black. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Yeah, Wagner has the ability to spot these openings and moves the ball whenever he can.
The Bucks trail by 3. And here's Trent. Lillard outside. To the inside. And stolen by Suggs. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Here's Black. The putback. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Milwaukee has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Kuzma, the pass to Lopez. Up and over Carter. The kick out to Kuzma. Over Wagner. Off the left rim and out. Orlando leading by 3. Banchero the screen. There's the triple. Drops in the 3. Banchero's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
And the Bucks with the possession here. Trent outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Kuzma outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Orlando, they've gone 7 for 15 in the fourth. And Carroll passes to Wagner. Outside Carter. Suggs with it. Now Wagner. Shot clock at 5. Giannis with the rebound.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Here's Lopez. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Lopez has got 5 points now in the quarter. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. They lead by 4. Outside Carter. Pass to Banchero. Carter, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Back to Carter. Now Banchero. Shot clock at 6. Can't get it to drop. Good work defensively by Lopez. Well, Milwaukee shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots.
Well, Orlando shooting 41% here in the fourth. Here's Suggs. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lillard. To tie it up. Up again. Antetokounmpo flying high for the follow.
And man, does Giannis work hard on the glass. Being rewarded for his efforts right there.
Suggs left side. And it's good. 2 points.
Well, he's got that clutch gene in him. Suggs digging deep when they needed it.
.111 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Carroll against Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. And connects from downtown.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And Carroll against Antetokounmpo. Carter, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Banchero. Pass to Carter. Lopez with the steal. Trent with it. Now guarded by Suggs. Here's Kuzma. Rebound by the Magic. This play could decide the game.
Can't afford any mistakes here, B.A.
And Carroll with it. Here's Black, guarded by Trent. Pass to Wagner. Over Kuzma. It's off. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Here's Lillard, and he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Seven seconds left in the fourth, and they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
The 3 from Suggs. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up empty-handed. So it's a narrow victory for the Bucks, pulling it out for the W. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Dame, when you routinely make shots that most players would not even attempt. What enables you to have that kind of confidence?
Sometimes in the summer, I work on the craziest things. You never know what type of situation you're going to be in. You got to be prepared for it, so I've worked on my fair share of crazy shots, crazy passes, and, you don't make a high percentage of them, but I made one tonight.
Practice makes perfect. Thanks so much, Dame.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.